Well, hello there, everybody and stuff. I got a haircut, as you can see. Pop out the chat, move the window. It's not what I want to do. Well, that kind of works. Not really, but whatever. Okay. So tonight's live stream brought to you by the good folks at Rock God Brewing Company, Danville, Pennsylvania. Also, this week's Radio Ops Primer class. It's them over there. All right, let me see. There people are talking. Bigger than real life. Well, you know. Brittany, Mike, ladies and ladies, Uncle Guns. Justin, hello, Adam, Colt, Steve, hello to everybody. Let's see what all the kind of good stuff we got going on tonight. All right, I guess we got that here for the live chat. Hello, Scott. So I do have a new product to review, and I'll be doing it right here, right now, the live stream. That's what you live chat fuckers get, is an honest to goodness, live, unedited equipment review. Oh, Dustin, tell the lovely lady I said hello. No, I have not talked to that fellow since Thursday of last week. He did send this shirt, and he sent the hat. The hat's been on Bob back there for some time. Cornelius Bob. Ooh, wow. Colt says he's going to be part of a coin toss. Sounds kind of not hetero, but whatever you're into, man. So today we will be reviewing, similar to the product in my hand, but not this particular one. This is the Defiant Munitions TCX Blackout Coffee. This is the dark roast. Downstairs, sitting beside my coffee pot, is a bag of medium roast, which is the TCX. We will be reviewing it live on air. It is currently in this cup. So we will do that. Javier, hello, sir. There is going to be a coin toss. It's not really like I couldn't do a coin toss because like the camera's fixed, so when it lands, like you won't be able to see whether it's heads or tails. But away a box of Defiant Munitions ammunition because it was a live fire class for day 3 vehicle, and I had it narrowed down to one of people, and I completely forgot to have them do a shoot off or something of that nature to determine the winner. So we're going to do it randomly tonight. So Colt, it could be you. We will get to that. I will wait. I have a system in place. You are the first person to show up in the live chat. I have not seen Jake. Doesn't mean he's not here, but hasn't talked. So you will get dibsies on how we're going to do that. But I'm going to need somebody else trustworthy. We'll see if possibly my moderator shows up. And if she does, we will use her as well to help figure out the winner. All right. So let's do the important stuff first. Speak of the devil, there she is. All right. Since there is everybody required here, this is how we're going to do it. I have a card right down here with tonight's notes on it. Like the card, the index card. On the back of it is a number. I'm going to have my lovely moderator also pick a number. If I add those two numbers together, I'll show the number after she types hers. If it's even, it will be one person that wins the box. And if it is odd, it will be the other person that wins the box. So Colt, since you are here, I will allow you to pick whether you want to be evens or odds. Normally I have a way better system than this, but I'm not in fucking Texas anymore in order to facilitate a runoff. And since I forgot when I was there, this is the best we got. So I will allow Colt. No, Crystal, you just hold on. Colt's going to tell me whether he's evens or odds. And then after he does that, that becomes his official position, and that puts Jake at the other one. So Colt is odd. Color be surprised. So Colt is odd. Now, Crystal, whenever you want, you pick any number, and you type it, and we're going to add it to the number I show. If the total is odd, Colt wins it. If it's even, Jake wins it. So we will just wait for Crystal to give her recommendation. I know there's like some lag from when I talk to when you guys hear it. So we'll just ease in there. Colt, you don't get to pick. She picks the number. You picked odds. She's going to pick a number. We're going to add it to my number. Whenever she's ready. I'm not rushing her or anything. 666. She picked a great number. And the number I picked is 2. So that is 668 for the winner, which means Jake is the winner of the box of ammunition. Which is, I mean, I know Colt's here and he's doing all the work, but Jake is the one that got a hold of me today to remind me, or yesterday, that I forgot to give it out. So there is that. Let me go ahead and it's the first thing on my list. Defiant for day 3 vehicle, Del Rio, Texas. That is done. In case you guys were wondering, Defiant Munitions has released and shipped their 55 grain TCX. Their 223 round. I swore I brought a box up with me, but apparently I didn't. So I would show it and you'd be like, oh my, it's so amazing. I'm going to shoot some into some gelatin. I was just digging through my gelatin, my 2 totes full of gelatin downstairs in my basement. And I'm going to shoot some of that into some gel. I have some 62 grain. And actually I have some of his 55 grain DDM and the, what does he have, 69 and 77 grain too. I have some of all of it. And we'll put a couple rounds into gelatin. And now the weather is not shitty. TJ, hello, sir. And so that will be happening. We're also going to taste test the coffee. I would like to point out on the coffee, there's the warning label on the back, and plenty of that is very interesting on the warning label. Like you have some of Pete's coffee, and you have not read the warning label, you should. But I would like to point out that the very last line of the, I think it's under the warning. Like, I guess that's the thing. It's a warning. At the very last line, it says, Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself. Please drink defiantly. TCX coffee. All right. So that's the dark roast, the TCX blackout. This is the medium roast. I'm pleasantly surprised by the medium roast. literally just got a text from Pete asking if I got a chance to try out the coffee. Should I text them back and tell them I'm live streaming the test, right? I'm live streaming the taste test right now on YouTube. So we'll kill volumes, so I have to hear D2. Now he knows we're taste testing live on air. Oh, so it's an interesting. I'm used to just drinking flavored coffees. It's been a while since I had a coffee flavored coffee, and damn, that's good. That's really good coffee. I've had a lot of aged in fucking rum barrels, aged in whiskey barrels, some pecan bourbon stuff, and a lot of not coffee flavored coffee. Now I foo the shit out of it anyway, but that's really good coffee. I think Pete's onto something there. So I'm going to recommend the Defiant Munitions TCX coffee as well as the Defiant Munitions solid copper people killers. Maybe I shouldn't call them that because you'd throw a fucking fit. And yes, I'm hoity-toity and I'm drinking it out of a Yeti cup because I don't want to be caught on a live stream with a Arctic. Oh, gotta have standards. So yeah, a little late in the day for coffee, but I wanted to wait until the live stream and do my taste test there. I'll be getting some more of this now. For those of you who'd like to try the coffee, Tremis 2021 will save you 10% not only on the coffee but on the bullets and the sweet new shirts. I have to admit the adding the print at the shoulder, clever stuff, but I keep looking over and doing this. I'll have to get used to that. There we go. Yeah, that's good shit. I'm digging it. My wife tried it before I did because when I foo-fooed it up with creamer and Splenda and stuff, she likes her coffee black, like her heart. I don't know if she's watching or not, but so I let her try it before I did all the girly stuff to it, and she liked it too. She's a bit of a coffee connoisseur. Oh, Sonny has had coffee. I assume he still does it. I believe it was pecan, maybe. It was really good too. And Crystal, thank you for adding the link to the coffee. Remember, Tremis 2021 saves you 10%, and it lets Pete know that it's worthwhile being my friend because I know he suffers greatly in order to do so. But when then you use the code, he knows that it's worth the investment. All right, so that's a 2 thumbs up. Next, I don't know if I can wait a whole week to try the blackout, but I will let you all know on some social medium what I think of the blackout as well. So speaking of Pete's new shirts, and I don't know if you can really see, but like the print is it's not gray, like it's silver, like it's shiny, kind of chrome, it has a very Max Fury Road kind of feel to it. But there is also a brand new Tremis Dynamic shirt out there, and it is live and available to purchase as well. It is from my new printer. So remember on my old website, I had like a separate print to order store, and this one integrates right inside my store. So if you order a shirt, it like I don't ever see the shirt. Like it just like you pay the website, which is me, and then instantly the my printer, because they're integrated through the website, charges me for their portion of it. How they make like $2 a shirt, and then they print it and send it right to you. I assume that works pretty smoothly. The samples I got, they shipped really quick to me, but my first short shirt orders through the website happened yesterday, so here's fingers crossed that everything's going to go as smooth as it did when I ordered it. But the first shirt is up and it is on the website. I'm getting text updates from Pete, and he must be using voice to text because there's some interesting typos, or he can't spell. And let's be honest, any pal of mine might not know how to spell. Anyhow, the Tremdine shirt is the one that looks like the Pornhub logo, but it says Tremdine. It is on the website. It is live. You can also order it. I don't know how well it fucking works. I put it up and sold a credit card case like right away, and it let me print like a mailing label right from Facebook, and we'll see. But like when you have to pick options for shirts, we'll see if it goes well if you order one from there. But I would just say the safe bet would, then I have to process it and put the order into the printer. If you order it from the website, it's the same price. But some people like the Facebook thing, and I'm trying to see if the whole shop deal works. And don't ask me for the URL to the shop because I can't fucking find it either. New shirt. And I got some more new shirt ideas. I see John says he wants an OD shirt. So it will be happening. The new printer is actually a little more particular about file sizes and formats. So I have to go back through some of my artwork and make adjustments for them print. But there will be some other shirts coming. I did get an olive drab shirt. It is not a tri-blend. It is a dual blend, like poly cotton, and not a whatever tribe. That's coming. Like the logo I gave them, it looked all right on there. But I don't think I want that logo on the olive drab shirt. But there will be one coming. I printed it with a black and white logo, and I think I want to do it like black and negative, so that the olive drab and black are the only two colors. But anyhow, I got to do some artwork, and there'll be some more shirts coming and new hoodies. That is on my priority list. I know we're kind of getting out of hoodie weather, but up here in the wonderful state of Pennsylvania, through a good portion of the warm months, it's chilly in the morning, and especially like class mornings when I'm on the road by 5 a.m. to get to the range in time to get everything set up, or just my normal days of getting up at 5:30. So it's chilly and could be like hoodie weather. So hoodies will probably be the next thing on my list. And I might do like a lighter weight and a regular weight hoodie. Who knows? Oh, Javier's MRO has been gone for a while. Yeah, I'm actually surprised at 5 weeks, Javier, they don't just send a brand new one and call it a loss, unless it got lost in their system somewhere. All right, what else is going on? We talked about stuff. Let's talk about classes. So my tour deal ended. The whatever it was, 6 weeks driving, and a 40 class here at the very end, but only had a couple of days off. And then we hosted Chris Bondi, a regular guy training. I guess it's just regular guy. I don't think there's I mean, because the logo doesn't say ARTG. Anyhow, Chris was up here. He brought Zach and the new guy. I'm sure the new guy has a name. I think I met this on Instagrams. I don't know it. And if someone told it to me, I'd probably go, oh, yeah, that's him. But until there's a new guy, I'm just going to call him the new guy. So they were up here for a day of pistol and a day of carbine. And, oh, look, he's here. I'm pointing. You can't see that I'm pointing at the screen. But Chris says, or somebody representative of Chris. Actually, I'm sure it's Chris because he already texted me. Damn it, Colton was his name. Don't tell me his name. Not because I might remember it. But they were up here, the pistol carbine. The weather was okay on the pistol day, shitty on the carbine day, like it is. And I was really impressed with the depth that the level that Chris went to with the instruction on the mechanics of shooting. And like he straight up said, that's what this class is about. And it's not about running and gunning. It's about, how you're going to interface with the gun. And I took notes. So there's that, when you're just the host and you take notes because the other instructor is putting out stuff that you're like, ooh, I'm going to take this to the range here, next week and work on that. That makes for a good review, I believe. We're going to get him back up here, looking into the fall. We got to figure out some dates to work for Chris and work for the range, and we'll see what we can finagle. On the same token of classes, this Sunday, the 18th, there is the second running of the radio primer, radio ops primer. And it is the full day. So we run it. It's like a 4-hour seminar followed by some number of hours practical exercise. And some of the away classes are not going to have the practical exercise just based off the logistics of trying to set that up in a place that we're not there ahead of time to set things up. Yes, a video about stealing the molecules. It should make for great business for me. I don't know what it'll do for you, but it helped last time. I got my classes were all sold out after that, so there's got to be something about making a hate video. But anyhow, if you're not following along in the comments, you should be. We're gonna do the 2-part radio class this Sunday in Danville. And you don't have to do the practical, and technically you don't have to do the seminar, or really you don't have to do either one. Like you can choose to do just the practical, but we basically made it cost almost as much as doing both parts because you're actually going to be a detriment. So we made it so you just want to sign up for the seminar part too. And that's really Chris, that's the whole point. As long as you think you've won, then you're like a winner somehow. And then we have next class after that's May 1st and 2nd. Actually surprised Crystal didn't already put a link to the radio class because she's usually good like that. But she's probably busy doing her thing. So we have a navigation class coming up May 1st and 2nd. It's a day of classroom and a day outside of the classroom. And it's not like a land nav class, like a military style land navigation course, although we will touch on some part of that. It is not an orienteering class, although we will touch on part of that. It is not how to use a handheld GPS, although we will touch on how to do that. It's not about using your car GPS. But we're going to touch on that as well. And it's not using Google Maps and Google Earth on your computer, but we're going to touch on that too. And we're even going to talk about how all of those things work together and how you can take things from one of those devices and put it on the other devices so that you can have the information however you need it. So that's the crux of that. And it is the first time you can get a Tremis Dynamics dog tag on the second day of a class. because normally those only are awarded, you only have the chance to earn them on day 3, like day 3 vehicle, day 3 carbine, day 3 pistol. That's that. There's no day 3 blunderbuss, so there's no blunderbuss dog tag, but there is an orange Tremis Dynamics dog tag that you can earn if you earn it at the navigation class. It is different looking, has a different logo on the back, and it's a different color. So there you go. Yes, mechanical schoolhouse thievery. I'm in. So there was that happening here, and then like fucking in June on Father's Day is Buddy Dynamics, which is 2-man buddy stuff drills all day, every day, which you can bring a buddy, or you don't have to bring a buddy. In fact, I think, I'm not mistaken, the deal for that is if you bring your dad, he's free. Like, I think that's what I did for Father's Day. And I think if you are a dad, but you're not bringing dad, you're just a father, I think there's a coupon code. But don't quote me on that because I don't remember. This is normally where my moderator steps in and tells me what I don't remember, but she seems to be slacking. Oh, Colt, nice. Colt's headed back to Del Rio next month, do some hiking. Brings me to a point that I'm doing a navigation seminar there, which is day 1 of the 2-day navigation class here. It's just the class portion. So we'd like to, in the future, at some point, do the field part, and having somewhere to be on foot in the woods would be great. Although the lake doesn't really have woods because it's Texas, and I don't really call those things trees, but there is things that grow in the rocks and sand. But if you see anything cool out there, like, make note of where it is and what it is, take a picture, whatever, send it to me, just so I can see what I got to work with. One of my trips to Del Rio, I'm going to spend some extra time, I believe, out there scouting out around that lake area as well. I'll be in Texas in November, I believe. It's live on the website. Patrons have had it up for like a week or so, maybe a little more than a week, but 3 classes there. Just the seminar portion of the radio class on Friday night, dynamic blunderbuss on Saturday, and the seminar portion of the navigation primer is on Sunday. Colt, you got to make it out there. Even your range wife is coming. Like, how bad would it be if he and you did? Just as bad as it was the last time, the other way around, I suppose. Any comments on the cop that mistook her gun for a taser? Well, I have not yet watched the video. I heard that there is video. I've also heard that hoodlums decided that it would be a great opportunity to burn shit to the ground. However, I'm going to preface this because I haven't done the research. If what they're burning to the ground belongs to the aggressor that I believe caused this incident, then I totally understand, and I can't really argue with their logic. Someone harms me, I'm going to harm them back. If someone harms me, my people, I just pick somebody else random and harm them, like that's not justice. It's not even showing like that you're upset. It's just an excuse to do bad things to people. So that just starts a whole, because like, oh, this police officer hurt this person, and I don't think that was just. I'm going to go burn down this building. And then the person that owns that building says, well, I'm going to kill you and your family because you burnt down my building. And I would be like, not guilty. So, just anyhow, beyond that, haven't watched it, I don't know anything about it. It is not as uncommon as you would think that that kind of thing happens. Maybe not with such major headlines, but it happens more often than you would think. Walmart. And like, I'm totally stealing that too. I will go look at the video here at some point, and I just been busy. Got back Sunday from Chris's class and launched right into carpentry projects and stuff and whatnot. And tomorrow, like, the washer and dryer in my house will be on a different wall of the house than they were on before in the basement, which means there'll be new plumbing and new 220 power routed somewhere else, and lots of things. I wouldn't want to be a police officer up there or anywhere for that matter. I'd be a great cop. Like, the people would love me because I wouldn't write tickets. Like, you would get arrested if there was a victim, and if there was no victim, I would send you on your way. But I wouldn't be a cop. Although I do have the police officer physique. Oh yeah, there was some dog puke. I'm going to take Klaus to the range with me on Sunday, and he decided that he thought it was more important to cover the inside of my car with his dog food, which after some level of digestion looked like cherry yogurt. Like, that was what it looked like afterwards, all over my truck. Not awesome. Yeah, check out the video, like a body cam, I assume. I haven't really. Oh, Steve, I don't. It's hard to say whether that I like coffee. I like some coffees. I didn't start drinking coffee until I was teaching at the college because it was free in the instructor's lounge area, and it was cheap. So I started drinking it because it was what they gave us. I didn't think my paycheck was large enough, so I had to get some of that paycheck paid for in coffee. So I had a lot of girly shit to it, and apparently, like, thick, manly coffees imported from the rainforests of fucking Brazil are better, and I like mine kind of lighter and easier on the palate. Oh, some people will say I don't really like coffee because I don't like it black and dark and whatnot. Although the old joke is I like my women like I like my coffee, ground up and in the freezer. Mm-hmm. That's not a Tim Morris joke, by the way. Somebody just asked for their picture of their burpee target from Dynamic Carbine or Day 3 Carbine. So yes, I'll have to get that out to him. I was supposed to put it on Instagram, but I've been kind of sketchy on getting Instagram posts up. I even have a separate phone for it, and I still don't get them up timely enough. Dude, how did you not know I was a racist? The first time we met, I had white skin. I think that's the rule, isn't it? Oh, I do have something else. One more note on my list. Sling Dubers will be live tomorrow. I just finished today getting all the hooks squared away. So the hooks are sewed onto the tabs, the fucking bracket piece. I don't know what we're calling it. Those are all made up. I got to tie the pair or a lot of shock cord to them, but we're going to put them up for orders. We'll make a video tomorrow. Me and fucking Cornelia back, and we will put them live for patrons. the first batch. I expect them to sell out. I have olive drab and coyote pull tabs, and the part that fits in the sling, the printed part. I have some in black and some in blue. I will let you mix and match until I run out. John, I'm hoping I'll send you a message tomorrow saying they're all fucking gone. But who knows? But the first batch will be live for patrons tomorrow. Everybody else will have to wait a day or so until the patrons have had their chance to get them. Adam, it turns out, nope, there'll be no Cryptech ones. I put the names into a hat and pulled out olive drab and coyote. I guess they're not olive drab, they're ranger green. I do have one olive drab pull tab here that was a prototype that I had done somewhere else. John says, know what I forgot to strap. The backpack strap. I'll bet you it's the backpack strap. Mike Fiore, hello, sir. Surprised that you popped on here and didn't just shoot me a text message right in the middle of the stuff. John, do you need the measurement for the pull tabs? I will get all squared away for you tomorrow. Because when I'm done tonight, I'm just gonna go downstairs and hang out with my wife, and I'll put it on my tomorrow list. All right. Oh, Mike commented on my haircut. Thank you, sir. It was getting a little wild and shaggy there. She cut it a little shorter than I want. No, I shouldn't say a little shorter than I want. A little shorter than I normally go. I went like with a 3 on the sides instead of a 4 because I didn't have to go back quickly. So yeah, I got my whole list done. We're done early. Sling Dupers live tomorrow. Radio class this weekend. Navigation class May 1st. New shirt on the website and even the Facebook shop. Even newer shirts coming after that. And we've picked the Defiant winner for day 3 vehicle because I forgot to order while I was there. We even did live on-air review of the coffee, like live gear reviews. This might be a new thing. Live gear reviews. Nope, I don't think we're going to do any gray, yellow Sling Dupers. Although I was looking at hats. Like, you guys tell me what you think of hats. Because I'm trying to find, like, hats that I like. But apparently, unconstructed hats, like the lower profile ones, that's other people younger than me don't like them. They like more either semi-constructed or like fucking constructed fronts, the fucking billboard and shit. I'm not a fan of that, but I like the low profile. I don't like it to come down and touch my ears. So, but if you guys got, like, you were on a buy a hat, mesh in the back or solid all the way, colors, dark colors, light colors, subdued colors, bright colors, camo colors. Like, what are you thinking? I'm not saying you're going to get like you pick, but let me know, and you can put it here in the comment box, or you can put it in any one of the other many social media methods that you can get in touch with me with, and let me know what you think. My favorite hat, well, I have 2. The totally unconstructed flex fit hats, like this one that I've had for a lot of years. Apparently, this particular model is no longer made by Young Pow or whatever Yu Pung from the Dominican Republic. All the flex fits have some level of construction inside to keep the front. So if I can find these, that'd be great. Like old stock somewhere. But I don't know why people don't like that look. And the I think it's in my truck. I picked up a hat from Rogue American Apparel. It is a black mesh back with a tiger stripe front, and it has like a Velcro patch on it. The Velcro is like embroidered to look like a flag. So if you don't put anything on it, it's just a black flag. But it fits awesome. It's mesh. It has a Velcro thing in the back and not like a fucking cheap ass snapback. It's not fitted, so you don't have to have like 7 sizes and have a thing on the top fucking dig into your brain under Ear Pro. And apparently somebody makes it for them because the only label in it is theirs. So I can't just go to like the manufacturer and buy a button and then have them. Oh, Mike does not like the unconstructed hats. It seems that he likes the trucker look with the flat bill stuff. But you can like keep a wallet up there between your head and the hat. Oh, an 8-point. I've never seen one in tiger stripe, but I do like AOR too, and they do come in that. I'm a fan of the Midwest hats. I have like an 80 of those. The only downside is the mesh back one. I've only ever seen in blue and gray, and I don't want it blue. Now, I wear the mesh one every day when I teach. That's what I teach it. And most people think it's a tan hat because the blue has sun faded so poorly that it looks like it's just a dirty tan now or a gray. But I don't want to like a blue hat. And they have OD and tan solid hats without mesh in the back. Those are all right, and I could go with those. Those would be fine. But mesh back, or just because it's for heat. Oh, John has a possible idea he'll get with me tomorrow on. So anyhow, Tremis Dynamics hats. Thinking, still thinking if I could get unconstructed flex fits, like I would just do that. Especially if they get green, like an OD green or ranger green, that'd be awesome. Slide buckle in the back. See, the only problem with the slide buckle is when your head's against the seat of your headrest, like it hurts. Like after 4 or 5 hours of driving. So I'm really trying to stick with like all the features that I want. No Duber and a Velcro back or flex fit, but not fitted. So still looking. I probably should just call the dudes at Midwest and be like, hey, where do you get your hats from? All right. What do we got? 8:48. Still plenty of time. What was I going to say? There was something else I was going to ask you guys. Two people I referred to. But I don't remember what it was. The cuss button. I see what you did there. I like the I like where we're going with that. Man, I knew I should have wrote it down, but I was on the first floor when I thought of the question, and my list was on the second floor in my office, and I'm filming. Remember it turned into not getting it. Oh, TJ, I'm glad you mentioned getting your wizard hat to work with Ear Pro. Peltor makes behind the ear or behind the head bands for your Ear Pro. So instead of the springy metal part going over the top, it comes around the back. So there you go. I've heard it's very comfortable. Don't know, never tried it. I just have seen the pictures. So you can make it happen. All right. If you guys got some sort of thing you'd like to bring up, we will talk about it. If not, we're just going to call it early. No point in me fucking rambling on and on. You got the live product review, and my coffee there's a little bit left in there. TJ got his Midwest mount. I'm a big fan. In fact, I have even my son's M&P 1522 has a hollow sun on it, and it has a Midwest mount on it. Like the cheapest optic you can get in the cheapest rifle you can get, and the nicest mount that I could get. I would do a 50-yard zero, and technically the 50-yard zero is not, it's not really the zero. The zero we're looking for is the 200-yard zero. 50 is the closest approximation we can get to 200, because most of us can see 50 yards, like, going to look at the target is easier, and we have access to a 50-yard range. But you should definitely confirm it at 200 and make adjustments for 200 if you need to. Like if you need to be half an inch different at 50 to be perfect at 200, that's way better than perfect at 50 and 2 inches off at 200, because the 50-200, it really depends on the velocity that the bullet is going, that's going to be the same. And the muzzle velocity can be affected by the loading of the round, like how much fucking oomph is behind the bullet, the weight of the bullet, and the length of the barrel, because all those things will affect. Sometimes it's like the 50-10, sometimes it's the 50-25. But yes, before the internet fucking tore me apart for the 50-yard zero, I would do a 50-yard zero. Here's the great. You do a good 50/200-yard zero, and you stop holding over. You just keep putting the dot in the heart at all the distances, and you'll be good. And if you're worried about like small dot drills or know your limit drills, it's within like a fucking 32nd of an inch of difference at 10 feet or through 10 yards. It's so close that there's nothing to change. See, John prefers 50 as well. The only time I prefer something other than 50 in a 5.56 gun is if you have a magnified optic that has a calculated reticle, so that's meant to work at certain ranges. So like if you have the ACSS reticle, Trigicon or a primary arm, like it says, hey, the zero should be at 100 yards so that all the other lines and dots work, then do what they say. But if it's just a dot, 50 yards. And it's interesting. Europeans call ranch dressing America flavor. I like America. I hate ranch dressing. Oh, Jason, awesome. 14's going to assume that he's being all hoity-toity in his Cry Precision underwear and his Arc'teryx handkerchiefs and stuff. Dual PS14s. But regardless, I'm glad you got everything squared away and the right stuff on the Wilcox gear, because it does make a huge difference. Oh, so TJ had the ACSS reticle in a non-magnified optic in the red dot that had like the 4 dots, and they're not the easiest to use in a non-magnified optic. I like the idea of it better than the actual realistic thing happening. But in a magnified optic, the ACSS actual full reticle is pretty banging. Mike, we should do a study group for the own the night. In fact, I think we've done that a couple times. Well, we've done some study groups where we've allowed people who own the night to own the night, but we should do one where it's a requirement. Yes, let's talk tomorrow about that. Aiden says, thoughts on Remington ammo coming back. So I detest, or I should say detested, Remington ammo. For the last 20 years, nothing but fucking problems with it. I thought it was the worst ammo out there. I would pick steel case brass any day, or steel cased Wolf over Remington 10 out of 10 times. However, Federal bottom, Federal makes great shit. And if Federal can get, if they can make the Remington plant Federal's, junior, then I think it'll be good. And right now we need fucking ammo. So they should, I'm all for them doing their thing. If I could help them out in some way, I would. And that's really the case. That's always been the case. Like I used to trash talk Remington ammo a bunch. Even the gun company, like the parent company, Remington Arms, I used to trash talk them, poke fun at them, I should say, because they had earned it. But it wasn't like I wanted them to suck. I was going to keep making fun of them. Hopefully that was just another drop in the bucket of maybe making them not want to suck. So it's, when I talk about, companies that I make fun of, it's not because I'm glad that they make shit products. I want them to make good products. Like I want Springfield to make pistols that don't suck, and I want Remington to make ammo that doesn't suck. So like I want it to be good. They're just not with me. So I'm hoping with Federal's oversight, the Remington plant will, make me proud. Golden Sabers and 1911s. So a long time ago, decades back, FBI hostage rescue team. You may remember them from such places as Ruby Ridge and Waco. They were speccing new 1911s for shooting dogs with and stuff. And they and they didn't specify a 1911. They wrote the requirement so only a 1911 could possibly fit the requirement. And then they put it out for people to bid on. And one of the requirements was with Remington Gold, 230 Golden Sabers, it had to be this accurate. And I don't remember what the number was, like 2 inches at 25-yard groups or whatever. Like I don't remember anymore what the details were. And all the guns submitted for trials failed on the accuracy test, 100% across the board. Company sent 10 samples, all 10 samples failed. 10 companies sent 10 samples, 100 guns failed. So barrel companies that just make barrels, like Barstow and I don't know, that was the first one that popped in my head. They took 230 grain Golden Sabers and they put their barrels in fixtures that weren't even attached to a fucking gun. So the barrel, nothing how the barrel fit to the gun would have any influence. The barrel was just fixed and would fire so that nothing could move. And none of them could get Golden Sabers to group as well as the requirement stated. They could put anything else in there. They were putting like Winchester White Box in there and smoking the accuracy requirement, and Golden Sabers could not. That told me everything I needed to know about Golden Saber quality. Like I shouldn't say quality, the design, because it's obviously a poor fucking design if it's across the board that inaccurate. Yes, if they put a little more attention to QC, they can manage solid quality. I concur. Most of the problems I saw with Remington ammo were in the primer area. So, I don't know what QC goes into making primers, but I assume that Remington ammo uses Remington primers. Maybe they don't, but if they do, primers always seem to be the big issue. And people I know that reload generally wanted to avoid Remington primers if they could. Like they didn't avoid them at all costs, but if any other brand was available, they would buy the other ones. So there was something. All right, my coffee is now just about empty. And I've been on here for 55 minutes. It's 9 o'clock. So I'm going to pop smoke, call for an evac, get out of here for the evening, and go hang out with my wife before we deal with tomorrow's moving the washer and dryer all over the house kind of thing. It's her day off, so that means that she'll be here for the whole fiasco. So if you guys need anything, there are ways to get a hold of me. Feel free to use them for anything. If you don't know my personal cell phone number, that's probably a reason. But there is a work number, and there's an email address, and there's contact on a website, and Instagram messages, and Facebook messages, and new messages. And as Parlor backup, like if you message me there, I'm sure it'll send me a notification. So if you need something and I can help, by all means, let me know. Like if you need to remember the coupon code for Defiant Munitions, Tremis 2021, I'll shoot you a message. And good night, Steve. Good night, Jason. Cheers. And I will talk to you all later. Well, my mouse will work and I can end the live stream. And it's like I have no idea what I'm doing.